All right, ladies and gentlemen, good evening to you there. This is Jay Randy here, and thank you for joining me here this evening. It's always my pleasure to be here with you guys. And tonight, we are going to be discussing some characteristic and some risks that you guys don't understand. So I'm here this evening to let you guys know what is going on in your country and in your life. Let me see what I can get something here for myself quick. So I'm going to pause the video right now so you will not see me. All right. So this is Jay Randy here, and thank you guys for joining me here. And I'm back here. This is how I'm going to be from now to the end of the show. So thank you for joining me here. All right. Let me see whether you guys can hear me here. I need to take my glasses off. Keep my face cap on. Yes. All right. So let's see here. So we are actually broadcasting on my YouTube channel. So yes, the YouTube channel is also broadcasting. So thank you guys so much for joining me. I want you to read what I just posted up there, guys. Just read that thing. Let me just take myself off the image. Just read that thing. Because we come to discuss that just now. Read that thing. Because we come to discuss that just now. Read that thing. Yeah, I'm seeing all my guys in here. All my regular guys are here this evening, guys. Yeah, thank you so much, guys. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Focal Factor with me, J. Randy Joppo here. And it's always a pleasure to be in your midst. I'm broadcasting today from my home office, and it is a pleasure, as always, to be in your midst. Tonight, we are going to be looking at Joseph Boakai and what he's doing to our people. All right. So, if you don't know what I would like you to know today, those of you who are supporting Joseph Walker, and again, I am here not to support or speak to. I'm not here not to support any political party. I'm just only here to tell you guys the truth. In fact, let me take my fairy hat up, put it over there. So I'm here tonight not in support of Cummings, not in support of CDC, not in support of the ANC. I am here tonight to tell you what I think you need to know about the future of Liberia. This guy you see right here, let me tell you a little bit thing about this guy. Maybe some of you guys during 1997, you guys were little, but I'm going to give you a little story. And I want you to follow that guy with the loud mouth who always comes on air to denigrate other people when he know very well the man that he's dealing with. He is the only politician in contemporary Liberia after the post-war that is yet to come to the United States of America. Yes, he is the only guy so far in contemporary Liberia What's my stuff? He is the only guy in contemporary Liberia as a political leader that is yet to come to the United States. The late Charles Walker Bronsky died in America. He was Liberty Party chairman, right? President Weah been to America. Joseph Boakai been to America. Alexander Cummings is always in America, right? But since Mr. Urey, that you see right here, this guy right here, since he worked for Taylor, since Ellie appointed him, have you ever seen this guy come to America? You know why the guy can come to America? Well, he is the one that this guy is trying to make friends with. This guy over here, this guy is trying to make friends with this guy. But this guy you see here, he cannot come to America. Nobody's stopping him. But for many of you guys, I don't know why the guy won't come to America. He knows best to himself. Remember again, Weah has visited the United States as president. Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, how they call it, Charles Walker Bronsky, may his soul rest in peace, Brenda Urey, and even Joseph Boakai. They all have visited the United States. Do you know why Urey don't want to? I mean, Urey is not brave enough to come to the United States. You know why? I won't tell you, but I want you to follow him closely. But this is the man that many Liberians are accepting Joseph Boakai to bring him in his group, to come along with him. If Joseph Boakai continue to be friends with this guy, the United States will not work with Liberia. But they're not telling you. It's Joseph Boakai, all right? It's Joseph Boakai you see over here. Continue to work with this guy. America will never work with Liberia. When last have you seen Urey in conversation with any American diplomat or even visiting America? But this is the man that Joseph Boakai is trying to make friends with. I want you to ask yourself this question. This Urey man you see, since the war came to an end, he never visited America. Since the war came to an end, he never visited America. You never saw him hanging on with any American diplomat. But you got somebody in America here who is making you to believe that his association with Boakai will make Liberia a better place. Let me tell you this, my friend. In the situation you're facing right now with the government in power in Liberia, at least the government in power in Liberia, they got people who from America and other countries can go and visit them, right? But when last? Even the US embassy, Boakai can go and knock on that embassy door today, they will open that door for him. Communists can go and knock on our embassy door today. They'll go and open it. But when last have you seen Europe going to that embassy? When last? Think about what I'm telling you right now, folks. Think about what I'm telling you right now. Think about what I'm telling you right now. You don't have to take my word for it. Just listen to what I'm telling you right now. And I'm not here to campaign for ANC. I'm not here to campaign for George Weah. I'm not here. But this guy they call Yuri. All right? This guy they call Yuri. Have you seen him in America here, visiting here? Since the World War, have you seen him? Have you seen him meeting any European or any American diplomat in Liberia? He is the only political leader in Liberia that is yet to visit the United States, but he wants to be president. You ever think about that? Charles Walker Bronsky died in America here because he was free to come here. Ellen Johnson said he can come here, go by and go, come and go. We can come here. Alexander Cummings can come here, but the guy can come here. Have you thought about that? But that's the guy that Boakai trying to associate himself with. You are messing with one of the wrong things. This guy, even you put his name in Google, there will always be something associated with war and economic crimes. But the people not telling you, but I'm here to help you understand something that you don't know. I want you to answer the question. Since the war ended in Liberia, not even a medical visit, not even a tourist visit, not even a family visit, can this guy make to America? But as a man, you're trying to push and say you're going to be president. I mean, you want him to be part of a coalition. Do you think America is going to work with us? America will never work with anyone who associated himself with this guy. When Ellen appointed this guy as mayor of Caribsburg, he was acting. Ellen never appointed him to be confirmed. He was only acting because Ellen was not stupid enough. You see, the reason why Ellen did not support Boakai because Boakai is not that smart. This man is getting old. Everything on him is getting old. He doesn't understand how the real diplomatic world works. Boakai don't understand. Boakai is aging. He's old in age. I respect him for that. But he doesn't understand the nitty and the gritty about international diplomacy. Boakai cannot sit down and even think for a second when somebody says, Boakai, how well do you know Yuri? Boakai don't even know this. Boakai don't even know this. But I want you to understand from me this evening. Again, I'm going to ask you this question. Why you think Mr. Yuri cannot travel to America? The man got money, right? He got money. He listed among the richest people in Liberia. Why up to now he hasn't visited America? Have you thought about that? Ask yourself that question. But that's the man who Boakai want to go make friends with. You're that behind Boakai, you will fuck that country up. As long Boakai continue to associate himself with this man. Boakai gets sick right now, they will issue him a visa, he will come to America. Boakai want to come on pleasure, he can come to America here. But not this guy. Because of his past. American man, American diplomat, they are not stupid. Even the first, the second, all the ambassadors that were in Liberia during early administration, did you ever see them shaking hands with this guy? Even the Lena Thomas Greenfield, did you ever see them shaking hands with this guy? You think, ladies and gentlemen, you think. Don't say, oh, that Rain talking that here. No, I wouldn't give you a clue. Maybe they think you never thought about it before. You ask yourself. Now, during Taylor administration, for those of you who are in America here, when cell phone was introduced into Liberia, this very man that thing that you don't know because some of you were growing up, Some of you are not even in America here. Lone Star, as you can see here, Lone Star cell was introduced to Liberia during the Taylor administration by this very guy here. Those of you who remember when you pick up the phone to say hello, how you doing? The meeting finished from Liberia. This guy manipulated and marginalized the entire country. There were nothing the labor cell, there were nothing the orange. It was only Lone Star. Imagine in a world where you only got one way lane. Imagine in a world where when you get it, you only eat one soup. Imagine in a world when you get it, you see the same face over and over. That's why they got there in our country. That's why he did in our country. This man was head of the Bureau of Maritime during the Taylor presidency, and he became a wealthy man when he introduced Lone Star and decided to give more contracts. And decided to give more contracts. And decided to give more contracts. That's what he did to our people in our country. Anybody who are in Liberia, in America here, anybody who are in America, back in the days when Taylor was president, transitioning over to Judy Bryant, they will come up on the time before those leadership time. This guy manipulated that place. If you need a link, I will give you the link. The thing you see up here, it is not me that posted it. The link so is coming from French 24 radio station. If you need a link, I will send it to you. It is not me who giving you this information. It is coming from French 24 News. I got it right here. I just did a screenshot and put it there. International journalists who were in Liberia during those days, they did their research, they did their investigation, and published that report that is still online for your own research purposes. But this is the man today who other people think he got character. In a country, you want to marginalize the system. Many of you guys will recall. That during the Taylor era, when you pick up phone to call, your minute completely finished within less than 2 minutes, and you got to go and recharge. You go do your own research. Not only did he rob the innocent people, including you in America here, he supported a regime that destroyed the future of many people. But it's still not okay. But when other people try to come to make a difference in other people's lives, and you want to come again and do the same thing. And few of you guys in America, in Europe, that don't understand the pain and suffering this individual and other brought on our people. Now, to the extent he would say, oh, cockroaches people, you don't understand those things. You know, when I tell you guys, some of the reason I'm not going back to Liberia, because no matter what I try to do, they will not understand. This man said he got in agriculture. He's an agriculturalist. But only right in his area, that's where his farm is. They may not even know the road that lead to go to Boakai. He don't know the road that lead to go to River G, Bapolu. When have you seen a man leaving his comfort zone of Carisburg to go to different counties? When last? We laugh at Cummings every day, right? But Cummings is seen traveling to different parts of the country. But when have you seen this man? But because you're thinking when you sit down on Facebook, and many Liberians in the country that don't know their left from their right and think that, oh, they support themselves or put themselves plenty on Facebook, you think the people in the interior don't know what's going on in our country? Let me tell you this thing here. If you don't get your act together, Joe will end up winning that election. Because this guy you're looking at is going to really ruin the chances of Joseph Boakai. As long as Joseph Boakai continues to associate himself with this man, The people are watching. The people are watching. Alan Ware is watching. David Crane is watching. The U.S. Embassy near Monrovia is watching. The State Department is watching. And every ally to America is watching. Joseph Boakai getting closer to this man is like you taking the country behind. These are the people who derail the future of the country. You see what happened to Prince Johnson? Let me remind you guys a little bit here. You see what happened to Prince Johnson? All the time Prince Johnson was senator. Did you hear the U.S. Embassy saying anything? The U.S. Embassy did not say anything because the U.S. Embassy said all politics, or let's say politics, is local. If the people of Nima County feel that Johnson is their hero, they can elect Prince Johnson as a senator. But when the Senate decided to put Prince Johnson on a committee of defense that gave him the ability to interact with the outside world, what did the United States Embassy or government say, or the government said through the embassy that they don't recognize him? He's a warlord, right? Now, keep that to the back of your mind. Not even your, but keep it to the back of your mind. The U.S. Embassy just watching Joseph Boakai. His interaction with this guy, they just watching him, giving him that cross eye. Any attempt Boakai bring this guy close to him, the U.S. will come out and tell you, we don't recognize this individual as anybody in the country because America want to move forward. The regime this guy represented, it was a very brutal and destructive regime. But since he's in a little corner, everybody talking about him, the U.S. not seeing. Take the same example as the Prince Johnson case. All the year Prince Johnson was there with early during the way. Did you hear the American government saying anything? No. But the moment he got on a committee, so you're sitting in a place here and you shouldn't rationalize things. You shouldn't vet things. You shouldn't process things. You shouldn't listen to people who are well schooled and experienced into the politics of Liberia, who understand the character, who can give you on the skill analysis because your eyes cannot see on the skill. You shouldn't sit down and listen to someone else. You're messing up. If Joseph Boakai continue to be closer to this guy, the American government will not give Joseph Boakai any face to say anything to him. They will not support Joe Boakai. But these few guys just feel that, oh, because they want something from Joe Boakai, they're not looking at the risks involved. They are neglecting the risks involved. But let them keep messing. Question one I ask you today, have you seen this guy visiting America since he left this country? Since, in fact, let me take that one. Since Taylor became president and after working in the Taylor government, have you seen this guy visiting the country called America? No. No. But you listen to the audio I played the other day. This man knows he cannot come here because there is something fundamentally wrong. Something is fundamentally wrong. That's why he's not visiting the place. Second question, have you seen this man standing next to any European diplomat, United States diplomat? Have you seen this man? They are not friends to him. They are not friends to him, my people. But that's the man who Boakai is just floating around, floating around. The reason he comes having a Rickman role, while it is true they are together, Cummings don't want to associate himself with him. But you don't have that exquisite vision. You don't have that IQ to understand. But you're allowing other people who come with a lie mouth to continue to lie to you guys. Well, I'm glad that my little people that come here to watch me every time, we are getting the real deal for the time you spend here. Question number one, why the guy, since after serving in the Taylor government, after the TRC report, why he cannot visit America? They asked Prince Johnson the last time, why you can't come to America? You say, oh, you want the people to go tie me over there? And when I ask you why Prince Johnson cannot visit America, you already know. When I ask you why this guy cannot come visit America, journalists need to go and ask him. Chief, yes, you a leader of a political party, right? You want to be president of this country, right? Yes. So how do you build your connections? Aren't you supposed to be traveling to America, meeting Liberians, meeting other Americans, so that when you become president, apodede, 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 apodede. You can give them an invitation. You can even carry the plane to Liberia and tell him, say, get on, let's go to America. He will not come here. Because of some character problem. So when other people that don't know why you don't know and we know it, and because they feel you don't know it and they want to tarnish other people's reputation, ask yourself one question. Why he can't come to America? But the man who you say is a criminal, the man can come to America here. America will deport anybody from Russia, from Germany, as long you've been in the country here. When they find out your character is bad, they will send you back. Jeffrey Batu, who was serving in the Doe administration, all the year he's staying in America here, they send him back, right? A lot of German Nazis who came and had themselves here after spending years in this country. The moment they found out, they send him back. On a what? On a bad character. But you got communists who go out, come in, go out, come in. And again, I get what they're about communists. I'm only trying to tell you that only people with clean character and a good and hardworking and very successful that live in the American dream can go in a country and come back to America, go to that country and come back to America. But why this guy can do that? Why the person who talking for him cannot come here and justify what I'm telling you? You go ask him. You go and ask him. This is the hard, cool, true conversation I'm having with you guys here right now. Why he can't come here? Many of you guys that want to be politicians. Nobody can come here, right? Walker can come here. Commies can come here. Child Walker Brother he died. Anything can come here. You're not over there, you can come here. But why this guy who got all the money in the world cannot come here? Why? Why he can't come here? If he can't come here, why can't he go and meet with other diplomats in Liberia? Why? Something fundamentally wrong with the character. Something fundamentally wrong. So anybody who want to denigrate other people's character, you need to check behind them. Many of you guys were little during the time of Taylor or Lone Star. How can somebody become the richest man when he took contract and awarded it to his own firm? That's what happened. That's why there was no other competition during Taylor administration. There was only one Lone Star. Only one Lone Star. Only one Lone Star company that was sharing the cell phone that time. Only one. So you're sit over there and believing in yourself that the CPP you got, and you got this individual in a CPP, and every time Joe Boakai goes somewhere, he sit down there. Joe Boakai goes somewhere, he sit down there. The people are keeping an ego eye on Joe Boakai. And there will be no surprise if the people prefer we have to stay over there until they can find a better choice. Coming will be part of the race. But depending how the people will receive Cummings, he could win, he could lose. But with Boakai hanging out with this guy, he can forget it. He can forget it. It is not only the Liberian people that will say no to Boakai. It will be the big boys that will say no. Because bringing the man back is bringing the old days back. He was part of a regime that America rejected. And he cannot come back. When America said we cannot negotiate with bad people, it's not only limited to people in the Middle East or people in North Korea or somewhere else. It's across the entire globe. This man's acquaintance association with Joe Boakai is a serious threat to the Unity Party. You sit down all day, you'll be talking, oh, Boakai. You don't understand what we call the details behind things. You don't understand these things. I see all the guys and go, oh, Boakai this. You will sit there one day in 2023 and we will be soon in again. If that comes. Because why? You're seeing the trouble. If Boakai know what I know, he need to cut away from this guy. If Boakai do not cut away from this guy, you can kiss any position goodbye in our country. I'm telling you now. You can disbelieve anything I'm telling you guys right now. It's up to you. Anyway, you guys don't believe me all the time, but my team all will come to pass. Boakai need to disassociate himself with this individual. This individual is not likable in America. He's not likable by the American allies of countries. So anybody who acquaint themselves with him, you are not friends of America. You need to tell Boakai to cut this guy off. Did you see Ellie hanging out with the guy most of the time? No. Ellie only gave him a little position and put him on the other side. Okay? And nobody ever knew that he ever existed. But that the main people will come in and tell you, oh, our political leader, What kind of political leader you got when you look at a picture, he ain't got no one white man taking picture with him? You think the people stupid? You think the women stupid? You think some of the black people then who are really believe in people with good character, you think they're stupid? But because some of you guys here, you are politically confused and not willing to listen to the rightful people. That's the kind of man you're behind. You keep wasting your time. You keep wasting your time. Those who will come here and tell you, oh, they meant this. Look at the individual who tell you who coming is. A man who came in this country with a greater opportunity on the face of the planet. Came here, whether he's 45 years old, don't want to work. Don't want to find an intern job. Do not want to find an intern job, most especially under a democratic government of Joe Biden. Don't want to find an intern job. But we get up any time of the day and just say, oh, I'm going on Facebook and come and just give your mis and disinformation about other people's character. Because the degree they claim to acquire is so less attractive. You already get asked them myself. Then you say you want to go do government. What that degree going to carry you? No, that degree, it was not meant to be in this country. It was meant to go to Liberia because many Liberians measure people by the way they talk and the people they got. As far as the experience goes, we don't have those things. And are the men you're behind today. Look what the men doing today. You know what man told me? When I first got in the country, the old man said, my son, thank God we're in the country now. I said, what do you mean, Babe? He said, all the people that used to live on that road, they can't here. We don't even know what they're doing here. But now we can see what they're doing here. If I ever meet that Babe again, I'll say, Babe, it's not only all that can come here now. It also, Those who back home, they can now see what we're doing here now because of Facebook. Liberian them back home with a little one that got the data. They see what every one of us doing here. You got a man in this country, an able-bodied man. He's not sick, nothing wrong with him. But he found pleasure coming on the social media every second, and nothing important he's discussing. Nothing, absolutely nothing. From January 1st to today, August 11, nothing he's discussing. But some of you guys will get up in the morning, whether that winter time, rainy season time, snow, sleet, you're going to work. And you sit there and allow somebody to just make full out of your intelligence. When the person living in the same country as you, why you think yourself you can sit down to and go on Facebook all the time? Because you are responsible. Who said Dr. Martin Luther King wasn't engaged in other activities? Dr. King in this country did not just protest every day. There were times that he had other things to do. Only when major event is about to take place or major incident or accident take place, you find him out there. But they all were involved into other things. You're sitting in this country as Liberians. You can't wait to get to work every morning because you have to pay that bills. You got somebody who just got here, don't even understand how the country works, and telling you things that you know in the country that is wrong. Comings in this country here, the man fought hard to be who he is today. Look at all the cars that someone all got here, all the different cars, from entry-level job to what we are today. We swear every day to get a little promotion, and you know it. Then you allow somebody to come and be lying to you. Why you think the guy you're looking at behind me here, they may behind me right here? Why you think he ran away from the country here after he acquired a so-called education? Because he cannot stand the standard here. There is no shortcut here. You must earn, you must marry, whatever your dream is in this country. That's why they ran away from here. And they went to Liberia to take the shortcut. Ran an institution called Lone Star and marginalized things over there. Marginalized things. Let me show you guys some kind of video here. I come to use it the old-fashioned way, okay? Let me see here. Let me do something here. I'm going to show you some kind of video here. Old-fashioned way. I'm going to show you some kind of video here. The reason why I love this country, you can't see it right now. Let's share the video here. I'm going to show you some kind of video here right now. Okay. I come to show you some kind of video here. In fact, I come to make my picture big so you can see the video here. I come to do the old-fashioned way. I come to show you why many of us love this country here. All right? The old-fashioned way. That's what I come to do here. I come to show you the old-fashioned way. Oh, there you are.
Investigation led to 5 criminal charges, including.
I want you to listen to this thing, and I want you to watch the video. Hold on there. Yo, hold on. Okay. You see the woman right here? Y'all see the woman here? She is the senior auditor, like in the case of John Mullu for Delaware. But you come to listen to what they did to her. So I want to tell you this so you can hear what they did to us. Let me just play it over. I'm about to play it now. You're listening.
Delaware's state auditor, Kathleen McGinnis, for abuse of office. That investigation led to 5 criminal charges, including 2 felonies. It alleges McGinnis orchestrated a state contract with a political consultant and also accuses McGinnis of hiring her teenage daughter and paying her while her daughter was enrolled in college.
We uncovered corruption, nepotism, fraud, and misconduct that implicated thousands of taxpayer dollars.
On the news tonight, a grand jury's indicted Delaware's state auditor, Kathleen McGinnis, for abuse of office. That investigation led to 5 criminal charges, including 2 felonies. It alleges McGinnis orchestrated a state contract with a political consultant and also accuses McGinnis of hiring her teenage daughter and paying her while her daughter was enrolled in college.
We uncovered corruption, nepotism, fraud, and misconduct that implicated thousands of taxpayer dollars.
You see what I like about the country? You see what I like about the country? A woman prosecuting her fellow government official. That lady is the senior chief auditor of the state of Delaware. But she was engaged in corruption, fraud, nepotism. She's a well-connected, but she's not above the law. Because of people's character in this country. If you don't protect your character, no matter who you are, they will come for you. So when you get a hanky-panky guy who don't understand how the country works, and get up one day and want to just come and ruin somebody's character, J. Randy will not sit down here for that to happen. I will not sit down here. I will play the role of the United Nations when it comes to people with good character. I may not agree with everything that Comey is doing, but I will not allow myself to lie on somebody who got a very good character. Nobody from ANC came to me to say, Randy, talk for us. I'm only speaking because I live in this country. And aside from the video I just showed you, there are other things that you know and you must do to maintain a better character in this country. But you got a man who, when you type his name in, this guy right here, this guy you see behind me here, this guy you're looking at here, when you type his name into Google, 9 out of 10 of the searches that will come will be connected to economic crime and war and association with a warlord. That's how bad the character is. Joseph Boakai is in that character because Joseph Boakai does not even have character to measure things by. The thing other international country save Liberia, the government the men work for, the international community came and say, you guys are oppressor. You guys are doing worse things to the people you're governing. Not only because you guys embezzle and marginalize the businesses in the country, but you guys were running a tyrannical government. A very dangerous character. That's the one Joseph Boakai looking the other way and wanting to bring back to you guys. So Joseph Boakai is planning to take Liberia in the wrong direction by associating and encouraging people that America had thrown away from the future of many generations of Liberians. Joe Boakai is going back there and bringing that future back to come put it there. Do you think with that kind of attitude, America and other allies of the United States will work with Liberia based on what you want? The people who in the diaspora here, they don't want you guys to understand anything because they don't know it. They don't know the risks that they are putting the country into. One, because they don't live in that country. Anything that happens based on what they want you to believe, they will not be the sufferer of it. They will be out of there because they don't live there. But for me who live here and been there and know what you're going through, I'm only here to tell you the truth. You can take it, you can leave it. But when a poo-poo and the poo-poo start to smell, I will not smell it. And the same people who fooling you will also not smell it as well. I'm not here to talk for comments. I'm not here to talk for comments. I'm only telling you the truth. Think. Think, my people, think. George Bush, Condoleezza Rice then fought hard to get rid of a regime that was giving the man unlimited power to do whatever he wanted to do in that country. Seize everybody's future. Suppress everybody. And George Bush then came and took that future. And many of you guys were on that ground dancing that day. But this guy was not dancing because he was upset. He was angry. That's why he was enjoying. And only because himself and few of his friends. And they took it for him. And he got mad. That the same man, Joe Boakai. You see, Joe Boakai is a man that don't have no sense of direction, folks. Joe Boakai got no sense of direction. You want me to tell you why? Joe Boakai worked in Togo government. A government that had its own policy. When Togo died, Joe Boakai and John Samuel Kanyendo. Joe Boakai worked for Samuel Kanyendo that Eddie disagreed with. After Joe got killed, Joe Boakai went and worked for Eddie. How can you work with someone that you disagree? I mean, someone that disagree with your Eddie disagree with Togo, Eddie disagree with Joe disagree with Togo. But Joe Boakai continued to work for these people. The old man got no principle that guide him on what is right and what is wrong. And the years I'm talking about, it was when he was a young man. As a young man, he cannot figure out his direction. What are his stand-up or what? On a daily, weekly, monthly, yearly, and all the year he spent. He doesn't understand those things. Do you think Joe Boakai is the person for you guys? Now look what he's doing today. The United States and its ally took this guy and his people off the shoulder and neck of Liberians. But Joe Boakai is going and wanting to bring this man back in the country, my friend. Have you guys given anything a thought? This man cannot come to the United States. This man cannot stand and photo up with any diplomat, whether they're from the UK or from the United States. All because of his past, a very nasty character. That the man, some of you guys want other people who are not measured in their heads, but because they talk too much. And you're letting your guys down. You're letting your guys down. Have you seen the man coming to America yet to tell you guys hello? Have you guys seen? You say the same man who said Sir Joseph will not be here. Sir Joseph here and he's not here. But the same man cannot tell you why they make him come to America, right? The same man will tell you Sir Joseph not come here. Samuel to get come here. Mange they get come here. But now one day he will tell you about this guy who is all known all over. Down to the janitor then all at the United Nations know they make him cannot come to this country yet. The janitor then to the United Nations know they make cannot come here. The janitor then to the State Department. I'm not here to degrade the position them. But these are positions that people don't make. They don't make decisions. They just do their job and go home. But they know that the guy cannot come to America yet. And then you're sitting down there, and somebody tell you, "Oh, they make it to this." Y'all now go and ask him now. I'm not sure you guys are zombies. You guys are not zombies. You guys are Liberians Measure. You put down your political emotion and ask this man who always telling your other people's story, but he cannot tell you guys his own political leader story. Ask him today, tomorrow, why they your political leader ALP man cannot come to America yet. Ask him. Bronsky yeah, Bronsky died here, right? Yeah. Nobody can go yet a few days on her launch and DeLong. Yes. Two of them were yet a few days, Mange them were yet a few days. Sajo said they yeah. You say you can go to Liberia, you come out, you say you yeah. The man can fake document, he go to Liberia, then he come back to America, he yeah. We can come here, go to UN, go to Michigan, enjoy himself, he go back. But why the man cannot come here? Because he got a problem. He has a bigger problem that is bigger than Liberia. Joe Boakai can come in and check himself all here too. Tato can check in and say, oh, former vice president, you okay. But not this man. But then other people come here telling you, Joe Boakai is bringing somebody in his camp that will automatically disqualify him from the dream he wants to achieve. As long as Boakai continue to keep the guy around him, y'all will waste your time. The American government, the international world will never work with anyone who associate themselves with this man. They will never work with that person. Never. Never. Think and think and think and think, my brothers and sisters. Think. Think. You think. You think. You think. Oh. Joe Boakai. Those of you who love Joe Boakai, you need to tell Joe Boakai. You need to tell Joe Boakai to forget about this man. The man is not in the interest. No government like the man. That political party thing he establishing for nothing. Nobody like him. Nobody going to work with him. Joe Biden will not work with him. So you tell your Joe Boakai. You tell Joe Boakai. You tell Joe Boakai. It's not going to work. Yes. Joe Boakai will never be president of Liberia and will never be given a chance if he continue to hang with this man. He can forget it. He can forget it. He will never be president. This man that you see over here, the American people don't want to see him anywhere. Not even working at the Foreign Affairs as a janitor. No. Every diplomat that go to Liberia, they are giving a list. And he's on that list. And he's never going to get any position like that. Now, before I leave, there are some people who in the country here, they don't know what they're here for. And I'm not going to force you to come to them. I mean, to agree with me. But I must say a big thank you to Mr. Cummings. I may not agree with Mr. Cummings so many times. I may disagree with Mr. Cummings. But this picture alone, guys, whenever I tell you guys that I do not live in the Liberia, America, but I live in the United States of America, this picture, it speaks volumes. This press conference by Alexander Cummings, it hit home for me. I tell you that one right now. It hit home for me. Cummings was at his best when he presented that message yesterday. He spoke from the heart. He spoke from the value, the principle, the integrity of America and all that live here. What we go through every day to protect our interests, whether it's from your own little kiosk you work in, to your office you have, to your home, to your family value, to your integrity, to your moral, and the value standard and principle of America. Cummings spoke yesterday. Make no mistake, Cummings defended what you and I get up every morning to do for our children, get up every morning to go and do for other people to get paid, get up every morning to defend what the country stands for. That's what Cummings said yesterday. And I'm not here to say this thing because I want to be an ANC man. No, I'm a professional myself. I believe in what I do because my degree defends me. But I will support the right thing if the time is the time, right? Or the right thing to do. Cummings defended everyone all yesterday. What Cummings said yesterday, I don't care whether you're CPP for the ALP man or for the Loudmouth man. Cummings informed the Liberian people that aside from himself, many Liberians in the country fight every day to protect their character. And when you see his wife standing next to him, that's the American way. She believed in her husband. She believed that everything he earned, it was not by crook or hope. He worked hard for what he achieved. And nobody from anywhere with a very less attractive degree that cannot even get a piece of job in the country, even though there are so many with hiring signs around here, with that degree cannot even get a fitting job, but want to live on being a freeloader and a pimp, but want to come and tarnish Cummings' reputation. Where Cummings has reached, many Liberians are struggling to reach there every time. He has made a name for himself in this country. Whether it is affirmative action, the fact that the affirmative action defines some qualification. And he spoke about affirmative action. Why isn't he out there trying to compete for the same job? There are times that I spoke about affirmative action myself too. But at least I'm claiming this little by little too. But what about him? How dare you call somebody position an affirmative action when you can't even get a janitorial job? Only people who are competing in that area of trying to climb the stairs can come out and say something like that. But you think Cummings going to sit down on somebody cash all day with a white paint background and come and talk? No. Cummings know what he wanted to do in his country, and that's what Cummings did. Let me bring the African brother here. Let him help us understand what that your friend don't understand. So let me present the African brother to you guys, and he's going to give you 6 principal reasons. Mr. Cummings and Mrs. Cummings, thank you so much. So this is one of our African brother. He's not here to lie on anybody. He's here to tell you the truth. I want you to listen to him. When you come to the country and you know what you are here for, this African brother, he's from our side there. Not from Liberia though, but he's an African just like yourself. But he got a message for us. And I thought that I shared the message with you guys. Listen here. And after here, one other video and then we'll call it a day.
If you ask anyone who wants to immigrate to the United States of America, why are you planning or you really want to go to America?
That's a very good question there, right? Now, let me bring this other guy here. All right? Let me bring the other guy right here. Because this guy in the middle here, he's going to be speaking to this guy right here. Because the guy apparently did not really ask himself what he came for in this country. So let's listen to our brother here. Let's listen to our brother speak. All right? Let's listen to our brother speak. All right? So let me bring him back here again. Speak on, brother.
Someone says, I want just to visit. Others say, I just want to see and learn from something and then come to my home country and do something. Some people, they say, I want to succeed on something and I believe that is my dream. And being in America can be able to achieve what I want to do. So whatever.
So what do you make of this guy here, my friend? This guy you're looking at here, my African brother. What do you make of this man? Fellow guys out there, let's ask our African brother here. You heard him talking about if you want to come to this country, whether you want to come to learn or you want to come to stay, let the African brother teach the brother here things that he doesn't understand.
You want to do, either you want to immigrate to the United States of America, or you are already here now. So what do you need to do in order to succeed here? That
okay. You hear what the brother said? This brother here, this brother right here, those of you who know him, you need to share the video with him. Because this our African brother with the stronger accent more than mine is about to tell him. Because this guy don't even know why he's here. I don't want to be the one to keep fact-checking this guy. So this African brother, he's here to help us. Help the brother understand why he came to this country. So my brother, keep going with your question.
That is a very good question. What are the techniques and what are the procedures you need to do? I have six ways. Six things you need to consider in order to go through these items. They are not in any specific order. In order to succeed here in the United States of America. One, when you are arriving in America, you need to make a decision. A decision has to be made as soon as possible, even before you arrive.
Do you think this guy made any decision here when he got here? Do you think he made a decision? I don't think so. The fact that he been here all the time and had not been able to make any sustainable decision. So the first question, you need to make a decision and make it as possible. This brother, he don't fit that profile. So that's a big X for him. Let's go ahead, my friend.
Yeah. But once you receive those words of welcome from the Customs and Border Patrol's officer, welcome to the United States of America. Boom, they give you a stamp, a visa, and the permit to cross from the port of entry. Whether it's in JFK in New York, whether it's in Chicago, whatever city you are arriving is the port of entry. Once you arrive here, you need to make a decision, and you need to make a decision so fast. And the decision you have to make just be either after arriving in the United States, are you coming here to stay for a short time, go back to your home country, or you are coming here, you want to stay here permanently? Because
he doesn't even know what he is for. The guy don't know what he is for. He doesn't know why he's here. He's like a kid on a four-way intersection. When you look south, you look down, you know, east, west, everything is just glowing like gold and diamond. He doesn't know what he's here for, my brother. He doesn't know.
Once you make that decision, it will guide you for the rest of your life here in the US. Because if your aim is to come...
If you ask me, I just think he wants to be a blackmailer. He wants to go around and just tarnish people repetition, people that he don't even know, the system that he doesn't even understand. So to your point, I would say to your question, your opinion, question, and comment, he doesn't know what he's here for.
Come here. If you are do bachelor degree or do master's degree, do 1 year work of experience, go back to your home country. There are things you need to do.
He doesn't want to do it. He doesn't want to do it. He doesn't want to do it. He doesn't want to go back to his country. He got a less attractive degree. Doesn't want to find a job. So you see, your own fellow Liberian is talking to you right now, folks. I'm not the one. I'm not the one. But he's here to tell you and this guy right here.
Like he study hard, but remember to work, get money, save. When you go back, you can be able to study something.
He doesn't want to get married. He doesn't want to work. He doesn't want to marry. He doesn't want to. He doesn't want to marry. He doesn't want to work. He just want to do nothing. Just sit down somewhere with some kind of beast on the behind. Big West spot behind. He doesn't want to do those things. I never go ahead, my African brother, and I enjoy you too, bro.
Whatever you plan to do in your home country.
Whatever you plan to do in your home country.
But if you
he ain't got no plan for that country, my brother. He ain't got no plan for that country. He just want to lie on people. I mean, I understand that you gave me a very good lecture here, but I have to be honest with you. Maybe I will bring somebody else and we'll measure that person's success based on what you see. But for this guy, he's getting all F right now. All F.
you decide to say, I'm going to stay here in the US,
But if you decide to say,
maybe
I'm
for
going
5,
to stay
10
here in
years
the
and
US,
see
maybe for 5, 10 years,
what
and
opportunity
see
will come and what the life
what
will
opportunity
take
will
me
come
somewhere else,
and what the life will
then
take me somewhere else.
there are things you have to do
Then
also to be able to
there
do.
are things you have
One
to do
will be
also
just to find a way
be able
on
to
how
do.
you can
One
change your
will be
immigration
just to
status
find a way on how
from
you can
the
change
visa
your
you have,
immigration
whether it's a
status
tourist visa,
from the visa you
whether
have,
it
whether it's a
is
tourist visa.
He tried, but it didn't work. He tried, it didn't work. Because again, to your first point, he's not stable. He tried, it didn't work. Because he's not stable. He doesn't have a plan, a short-term plan, an intermediate plan, and a long-term plan. He doesn't have that one, bro. He attempted it before, but he blew it too. But thank you, African brother. I enjoy you, bro. Go ahead.
Visa, whether it is
student visa, things of that nature,
student visa,
to
things of that nature,
green card, which is you have to do adjustment of status from whatever visa you have
do adjustment of status
to become permanent resident. If you want to stay here permanently, obviously. If you want to
he's not thinking about that right now. He's not thinking about going back home. He's not thinking about regularizing the status here. So I don't know. But maybe listen. I don't know. I don't know what would be a recommendation. But he is not thinking in any of those directions that you are giving so far. He's not thinking in that direction.
stay for a while, you can look for opportunity to get a H1 visa, which is a working visa. So that is number one. If you want to
voila, my brother. That's what I have always said to my audience here. H1 visa. He's not thinking about getting those things. He's not thinking about getting those things, my brother. All he does is sit down somewhere with a big white background and just spew a lot of disinformation about people. But make no mistake, there are some Liberians who are hardworking people. Yeah, very hardworking people. But what he does, he just sit down here. You don't want an H1 visa. Thank you, my brother, that you brought that up. Because if I had said it, they were not going to believe me. Thank you, my brother. But let's go ahead.
Succeed in America, you must make a decision very early that I've come to the United States of America to stay here, to make sure that I'm becoming the best, I'm getting all opportunities I want to do. Second way,
he made that decision. He hasn't made that decision yet. And I don't think he's going to make that decision. All he does is just crook people around, bend people over, and gets free money. So free loader. That's who he is. So that's going to point number 2.
You need to learn. After arriving here, don't start jumping and doing every crazy stuff you are thinking while you're in your home country. What you are thinking, which is good, that when I go to America, I'll make sure that I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4. But remember, you are planning those one just in a hypothetical thinking. Now you are in the place. You have to learn. You have to learn from Americans themselves.
You have to learn. You have to learn from Americans.
You have to learn from other immigrants.
Let me tell you what they got. This dude right here, he don't take advice from nobody. He got no permanent friends, so you can forget it. He got no friend right now. Let me tell you, he got no friend. He don't that the particular thing you just mentioned. He's not willing to learn from nobody. But I will tell you though, he know how to cloak people, and he know how to lie on people. That's who he is. So your number 2 indicators or guidelines, he got another F.
Whether those who succeeded or those who failed on something, they'll be able to guide you. Even if they don't guide you, but you can see.
Oh no, he's not learning for other people. You know what he's doing, bro? He's lying on successful Liberians in this country. He's lying to his people who follow him on successful Liberians. He don't want to learn from them. He want to just lie on them. Remember your first part that he might make up his mind to what he wants to do? No, he had no plan. He would just want to lie on them. This guy you see right here. Yeah, this guy right here. This guy. Or this guy. This guy all the way back there. That's the guy we're talking about. So I had invited the African brother to come and speak to us. He doesn't want to learn from nobody. In fact, he lied on them.
Learn from what they have done, and maybe you think, what can you do differently if they didn't achieve what they wanted?
And maybe you think, what can you do differently
Learn
if they
from
didn't
them.
achieve what they wanted?
Take your time.
Learn from them.
Don't just arriving here and then, okay,
Now
from
we
today,
learn.
my dream was to become an accountant. I have to
Don't
do
just arrive
this one. I'm
here
going to work
and
at
then, okay, from today,
Wall
my
Street.
dream was to become
Please
accountant. I
slow
have to
down
do this one.
and
I'm going to
learn
work at
the system.
Wall
What
Street.
causes
Please slow
can
down
you be able
and
to
learn
study here,
the
get
system.
scholarships?
What causes?
He doesn't want to learn the system. He wants to lie to the people thinking that he knows the system. He doesn't know the system. He lies on people who got good integrity here. And brother, you are giving a very priceless advice. But the guy we brought today as our guest, he's not the rightful guy. Yes, he's not the rightful guy. This guy right here, he's not the rightful guy. But it's just unfortunate that we made him the first today for your advice. But he doesn't fit the profile.
Be able to
Can you be
pursue
able to
and
study
be
here,
able to
get
be
scholarships,
competitive in the job
or
market and be
be
able
able
to
to
succeed whatever you want to
pursue
do
and be
in
able
the
to be
United States of
competitive in the
America.
job market
So,
and be able to
learn.
succeed whatever you
Job
want to
market.
do.
Job market, my brother, job market. That man not thinking about no job market. If you talk about the black market, the black film, not black film, but the blackmailing market to lie on people, that's why you fit for. Job market.
Then
In the United States of America.
you need
So,
the third one. You need
learn.
to create the blueprint. You need to create
You
a
need the
plan.
third one. You need to create
How are you going to execute
the
your
blueprint.
plan
You need to create
and the
the
timeline,
plan.
basically?
How are you going to
So
execute?
you
your
say,
plan?
I'm going to
And the timeline.
be here
basically.
forever.
Plan and timeline. You think the guy get plan and timeline? He got no goddamn plan and timeline. Let me tell you now, my brother. We look, folks out there, please. I know you are a little bit, discouraged for the fact that this African brother is giving you very good advice. But our guest here today, it's not the right guy, man. It's not the right guy. It's not the right guy. Plan and timeline, you got to be killing me.
Okay,
So,
you have been learning.
You say, I'm going
So
to
you need to create a plan.
be
A plan, okay, I'm studying my
Forever.
bachelor degree. I need to get a good
Okay, you
grades,
have been
then I'll
learning.
go for masters.
So
Then
you
I'll
need
do
to create a
PhD.
plan.
By
A
having
plan.
PhD,
Okay, I'm studying my bachelor
that's the
degree. I
plan.
need to get
By
a
having
good
PhD,
grades,
I'll be
then
able
go
to
for masters,
find a
then
job
I'll
as
do
a
PhD.
professor. I can
By
teach at
having
the university, I'll
PhD,
get H1 visa.
that's
Then
the
they will
plan.
sponsor me.
By having
So you need to
PhD,
have a
I'll be
plan.
able
You need to have a
find a
deadline,
job as a professor.
timeline.
I can teach at
You
the
need to
university,
know
get
with that
H1
plan
visa,
what kind of
then they
resources
will
you need,
sponsor me. So you need
what
to have a
things you
plan.
need to
You need to have
know
a
or to
deadline.
do in order
Timeline.
to accomplish
You need
that.
to know with that
You
plan
need
what
to have
kind
a
of
plan.
resources you
You need
need.
to have a
He ain't got none of those things. He ain't got none of those things. Nothing.
What things you need to
If you know for
or
sure you want to
do
go for
in
masters,
order
you need to
accomplish
know
that.
for sure I have to
You
take a
need to have a plan.
GRE, I have to
You
take
have a
this kind of
blueprint.
exams
If
and
you
to
know
get
for
good
sure you want
grades.
to go
And
for masters,
so you have to
need to
prepare
know for sure,
yourself
I have to
to
take a GRE.
success.
I have to take this kind of exam.
Oh, no. The school you're going to don't take GRE. The school the man going to is called undergraduate. There's nothing at GRE, my brother. There's nothing at GRE. They don't take GRE either. Yes. I'm sorry to say this. You see that one thing, folks, the African brothers, and they know the best school to go to. So you hear the brother, I always talk about GRE. My brother, this dude, the school you're going to, they call undergraduate. There's no GRE. There is no GMAT. There's nothing. So you can forget it.
And to get good grades. And
This
so
is
you
what I
have to
did.
prepare
When I arrived in
yourself
America,
to
I came with
success.
everything I've written down. And then
This is
I
what I
learned
did.
everything, then
When I arrived in
written down
America,
again,
okay.
like
I came with
what I was
everything I've
thinking before
written
coming to
Thank you, bro. You see, a good learner will always be a teacher. You see, my African brother, every time I come here, I try to educate our people here. There are many of them who are still trying to connect, but the few that connect with me, I appreciate them a lot. And some of them watching, but I can't see them right now because I'm broadcasting through YouTube right now. But exactly what you said, there are few Liberians here who are well measured like you. But this guy, he's not in that category. He's not in that category at all. But I'm glad that you're bringing your own experience on my platform today, and I really appreciate you for that. This guy you see here, he has no plan. He just get up every morning and just lie, give up misinformation about anybody he don't like. Even you that are talking right now, if he doesn't like you, he will tell the people that you got a bad character. But I know, and many of the people know, that you're a very good guy because you're speaking from your experience. So let's listen again, bro.
America, was it correct?
And then
If I want to do masters, why like, other people who came through the same program of Fulbright didn't get master's scholarships? Oh, maybe they were. I think they were elected to do GRE. Some they applied 2 or 3 universities. Okay, so what should I do? I applied 25 universities. I took GRE. I mean, very, very early.
Man,
So
you talking to me? What if man got to a Fulbright scholarship? They do you know none of the thing you talking about. What let me tell you now. You thinking too hard, my brother. You thinking too hard. Fulbright scholarship, GRE. Please, man. They don't want I will not get you to talk. They do, yeah. They even know what you're talking about right now. Let me tell you now. Nothing like that.
I had to learn the mistakes from others
so
to
what should
perfect
I do?
my craft.
I applied 25 universities. I took
And within the plan, you need to have a backup.
So I had to learn
What
the
if this
mistakes
doesn't
of
go
others
through?
to perfect my craft.
Ain't
That's why I
nothing
applied
about it.
25 universities,
And
just
within
in
the plan,
case if
you
I
need to
apply
have
5
a backup.
and I don't get it, so
What
I
if
can
this
apply
doesn't
more.
go through?
So you need to have
No,
a
you get
plan
That's why I
with
applied
a backup.
25 universities.
I know we have a
Just in
discussion
case
and other
if
people
you
they say,
apply
oh
five
no,
and they don't get
you
it,
need
so
don't do your
I
plan
can
B.
apply
If you
more.
have plan B, it's just
You need
you are
to
preparing
have a
yourself
plan
for failure.
with
No,
backup.
the best
I
people
know we
they usually have a
discussion
plan.
and other people they say, oh
That's
no,
why
you need
the
to do your
best
plan B. If you have plan
military,
B,
the best
preparing yourself for failure. No.
armed
The
forces,
best
whatever you
people, they
call
usually have a plan.
Navy SEALs,
That's why
Special Team 6
the best
are the best in the world.
military, the
One,
best,
because they have
armed
to
forces,
have
whatever you
at least
call,
3, 4
Navy
plans
SEALs,
of the
Special Team
same
6
event. If they
are
are
the
going
best in the
to
world.
do something like
One,
this is a
because
mission,
they
they need
have
to find
to
like
have
at least
at
3,
least
4
3,
ways
4
on how to
plans
execute
of
it the same way to
Ain't got
event.
none.
accomplish
If
the
they're
mission.
going to do something like this is a
And
mission,
you know,
they need to
remember
find,
like what happened when
at
they
least
went
3, 4 ways
to
on how
find
to
the
execute it the
Bin
same way
Laden.
to
What happened was the
accomplish
same
mission.
way. They had a plan. They have
And
to go
you
through
know,
at the
remember,
top with
like
the
what
helicopter.
happened when they
Then
went
helicopter
to,
crashed, but they had
to
another
find
plan to
Bin
come
Laden. What happened was the same way.
from the front door.
They had a plan. They have
So
to
those
go
are the
through,
things you need to
at the
prepare
top with the
before, just in
helicopter.
case.
Then helicopter crashed.
Yeah, things
but
happen.
They had another plan to come
That is the number 3.
from
Number
the
4.
front door.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's
those
the
are the
plan.
things you
Credit
need
card
to prepare before. Just
He doesn't
in
have
case.
that.
Loans.
Yeah, things happen.
Avoid
That's the
to
number 3.
be
Mm-hmm.
just
Number 4.
jumping
Yes, sir.
and get credit cards. If you get
Credit
credit
cards,
cards, learn
then
how to
loan.
make sure that you have a good
Avoid
credit history.
To be
That
Because
man ain't
especially
gonna
we
get no
as
credit
immigrants,
card.
when
The
you
man
come
don't
here,
have
oh, you
it,
get
he
credit
not
card,
gonna
they
get
give you
no accident.
500, 1,000,
He's a
5,000 US
scammer.
dollar
He's
in
a
credit card. You just
He's
start
a
using,
scammer.
using,
Forget
and
about
don't
credit
pay.
history.
Especially as immigrants, when
You
you come
need
here,
to
we
know
get credit card,
how
they give you
to
500,
properly use your
1,000,
credit card.
5,000 US
You
If I have
dollar.
credit
use
card,
it
it's
to
only
be paid so that you
paycheck.
can have a
Only give
good
a double.
credit history. Then you can be able to
You need
get
to know
auto
how
loan,
to properly
home loan
use
down
your
the
credit
road,
card.
things of that
You
nature.
use it, you
Myself,
pay
I
so that
didn't
you can
learn
have a
that
good
way.
credit
I learned the
history.
hard way
Then you can be able
when
to
it came,
get
like after spending
auto
too
loan,
much on the
home loan
credit
down
card,
the road,
already
things
you
of
are
that nature.
behind the
Myself,
payments.
I didn't learn
So
that
we need
way.
to know
I
these
learned
kind
the
of
hard way.
systems,
When they came, like
how
if
to
you're
manage
spending too
credit
much,
card
He got no
and things
thing.
of that
already
nature.
you are
Loans,
behind
if you
payment.
take a
His
loan,
credit
you have
card-
to have a plan.
His
Don't
credit
take a loan
card, his
so
money
that
is-
you
is
can
on
do a
other
wedding.
people.
How to manage
Don't take
It's a
a loan
free
so that
loan.
you can have a birthday party.
things of that
No.
nature. Loans, if you take
So
a
there
loan,
are certain
you have
ways.
to
Sorry,
have a plan.
there
Don't
is
take a
a little bit
loan
noise
so that
here.
you can do
It's
a wedding.
midnight here
Don't take a loan
and
so that you
it
can have a
is
birthday
raining
party.
outside
No.
so bad. Lightning and
So there are
thunder,
certain ways.
that's why you
Sorry,
can
there is
see
a
some
bit
lights
noise
everywhere.
here.
That's the
It's
reason. Yeah.
midnight here and it is raining
Yeah, so
outside so
credit
bad.
cards, you
Yeah,
have to
I
be
get
very
it.
careful in
Lightning
the
and thunder,
loans.
you
That's
can
why
see
even if
some
you come to
lights
study here,
everywhere.
don't
That's
just
the reason.
jump here and study. You have green card, then you just jump
so
and take a
credit
student
cards,
loan.
you have to be very careful
Yeah,
in
you might
the
end up
loans.
paying until you
That's
die.
why
So
even if
very
you come
careful.
to study here,
You
don't
take a
just
loan, but
jump
you need to
here
have a
and
good
study.
plan for
You have
that.
green card,
Yeah.
then you just jump and take a
Then
student loan.
avoid to
Yeah, you might end up paying
participate
until you
or
die. So
commit
very
Don't
any
careful.
understand that
kind
either.
of
Take a loan,
crime.
but you need to
And
make a
especially
plan for that.
Yes.
Yeah.
abuse
Then avoid
children
to
and women,
participate or commit
or
any
beating,
kind
whatever,
of
any
crime.
kind of
And
abuse.
special
You have to avoid that one.
abuse children and women.
Don't
So he do not want that one. He's supposed to do that one.
Whatever.
do whatever it
He's not
takes,
doing that
but
one. He's not
try
supposed
to
do
pay
that one.
tax.
You have to
Don't.
That
I
one,
mean,
he's
if you
very
avoid
good at
tax, you'll be in so much trouble.
He's not doing that one.
Don't
then
do whatever
don't
it
do
takes,
drugs,
but try
especially
to pay tax.
driving
Don't,
under
if you avoid
influence
tax,
of
you'll be in so
alcohol,
much trouble.
DUI.
They may not work in
You'll
high
be in so
security
much
taxi.
trouble.
So that one.
So
Don't
overall,
do drugs,
stay away from
especially
crimes
driving
because
under
they might
influence
cost
of
you
alcohol.
I
more
don't know whether he drink or
opportunities.
not, but I don't think he
And
drive
the
on
last
this.
one is education.
So
So
overall,
if you have
right.
education in your country,
I
you
think
have
that one
bachelor,
is very
master's,
for that.
PhD.
Even though he
Once
lie
you
or
come
lie,
here, sometimes you
I
need
don't think
certain
he follow that one.
And
certification,
the last
or
one
you need
is
to have
education.
just another
And so
degree
if
from
you have
here so that they
you have
can see
education in
you are
your
part of
country, you
them.
have bachelor,
You can
master's,
come with
He
your
ain't
master's
got nothing.
degree
Once you
from
come here, sometimes you need
University
When he
of
came here, he came here
Abidjan.
with
you
nothing.
need to have
When he came here, he came here with nothing. We don't even know where he got high school diploma or not. Yeah, he didn't come here with nothing. So as far as back home education go, we don't know that. But what we do know, he just went to a school that is for profit making. Yes, the school he went to is for profit making. They don't take the GRE, they don't take the TOEFL. The requirement doesn't apply. So as far as back home education, he came here with nothing. All right.
But here,
just another degree from
people
here
they
so
don't
that
know
they
what
can
is
see you are part
Abidjan.
of
First
them.
of all, it's
You
just
can
the
come
name
with your
of
master's
what,
degree
like.
from
So sometimes they
University
prefer
of
they see the
Abidjan.
name of
You are
school
here,
in one of the states. So
but they do not
sometimes
know
you
what is
have to put
Abidjan,
your
first of
ego
all. It's just the
aside,
name of
get even
what?
short
Like,
courses
so
or
sometimes
certain
they prefer they
certification
see the
so
name
that you can
of
be
school
into
in
job
one of the
marketing
state. So
in a
sometimes
very
you have to
competitive
put
way.
your ego
So those are the
aside,
6 ways
get even short
that they
courses
start
or certain
on how you
certification
can
so that
create
you
a
can be
foundation
into
to
job
succeed
marketing
in the United States
in
of
a very
America.
competitive
And
way.
especially
So
if you're an
those are the
immigrant,
6 ways
make a decision as
that they
quick
start
as possible.
on
Are you
how you
staying
can
here?
create.
My brother, let me tell you one thing. All the 16 you gave the man fit in all. All right. As far as drinking, getting into criminal behavior in his country, he's not stupid to do that. So I'm not going to count that against him. I gave him applause for that. But all the other ones you said, he ain't ready for that yet. Nothing. Now, thank you so much, my brother. And the last one here is the video right here. So let the other guy go. This guy is he's less important. The degree he got is a very less attractive degree. And I really advise the brother just get, he doesn't fit in that thing, so get rid of him and try to bring somebody here. And no disrespect to him. We're just trying to make sure that we get people. Now, on the list here too, is the other guy right here. He's not even getting better, getting worse in the prison. This other incompetent guy they got right here. Very, very incompetent. Very, very, very incompetent. He doesn't even know his right from his wrong. And Mr. We are still got the guy over there. All because of that t-shirt he's wearing. And this is a disgrace to our country. To take a guy who don't even know his right from his wrong to make him city mayor of one of the biggest cities in the world. I mean, one of the biggest cities in Liberia. And that is Monrovia, our capital city. But for those of you who are blind, that follow the guy, and also follow the CPP, let me show you a quick video here so you can get to know. In fact, let me do it this way here, all right? I'm going to drop myself from here, all right? I'm going to take myself from here so that you can see the video. You're the young people back home that don't want to prepare for your future. You keep messing yourself up. I'm going to take myself from here, and I hope so. Let me bring myself to the screen here, and I'm going to lower myself here and let the video go. This is the last video, and then we'll call it a night, all right? So, guys, enjoy the video here. Very interesting video. And the video is specifically for the young people in Liberia who wasting their time behind politicians. While you're wasting your time, see what other young Africans are doing across the continent.
This is melted plastic mixed with sand.
It has to look like food. Ideally, it's very visual like that.
And it becomes as hard as concrete once a hydraulic press squeezes it into shape. A company in Nairobi wants to install these plastic bricks on streets across Kenya's capital. Could they become a solution for a country where 90% of roads have never been paved? And are roads made from plastic trash really a good idea? We went to Nairobi to meet the young inventor making bricks out of worldwide waste. Nzambe Mate opened her company, Jijenge Makers, in 2018.
So Jijenge is a Swahili word which translates to build yourself.
The factory processes 3 of the 7 types of single-use plastics.
Here on my right, these are the hard plastics, and here on my left, these are the soft plastics.
Kenya has one of the world's toughest bans on plastic bags, but bottles and other containers are still everywhere. This is where workers sort them. They can handle about 10 metric tons of plastic every month.
So this is the guy who starts our production. Without him, we are nothing. So big up.
Vinny operates the crusher, which pulverizes plastic into small pieces.
Let's crush it! Very loud!
Workers fold the dry mix together with a shovel.
Depending on the color you want, this is the stage at which you put the color pigment. And then after that, it's fed on the extruder.
This machine heats the plastic and sand mixture until it's soft enough to mold.
This is one of my proudest moments as a person, as a team member, and also as the founder of Jijenge. So what you see here, the machine and all the others, we fabricated here in Jijenge. It is mixed together at very high temperatures. So it ranges anything from 300 to 400 degrees centigrade, where it mixes that plastic and sand and forms a gooey, like a dough-like material. And that's what we make the brick with.
Each lump of the mixture is weighed by hand. People say the smell is something like new asphalt on a hot day.
So the brick currently Joseph is producing is a 1.3 kilogram. So that's what he's measuring. He's measuring 1.3 kilogram of the mixture.
This hydraulic press can squeeze 9 bricks at a time.
Ideally speaking, it's like baking a cookies. And this here is Lawrence. He's the guy with the magic touch, so I'll let him do his thing.
At this point, the bricks need to cool, so they can harden at room temperature.
So here's the curing bay. So once we take from the hydraulic press, we feed it in the curing bay, and then after like about 2 to 5 minutes, you have a finished product.
Many bricks come off the press with jagged edges. A worker breaks them off on a large stone before adding the finished bricks to a stack. For now, Jijenge's output is modest.
We need to increase our production to mass produce what we are doing currently. Right now we are doing like around 1,500 blocks a day.
That's about enough bricks to cover a courtyard, like the one at this community center.
For me, I think the price is cheaper and affordable compared to other materials used to make pavements.
A pallet of 400 plastic pavers can sell for up to $150, depending on thickness. The company says that's about 25% cheaper than bricks made from concrete.
We're also working on manhole covers. The other one is roofing tiles. The other one is drainage gutters. And also in addition to that, we're targeting also to improve and optimize the technology. Because I get the feeling we are only doing like a really small portion of it, and there's so much potential that this technology has that we are yet to realize, and this is just the beginning.
Turning waste into pavement is an idea that's already caught on in other countries. Construction workers in India have been mixing small amounts of plastic waste into asphalt for decades, making new roads that are stronger and that last longer. But experts say these innovations may increase the amount of plastic released into the environment.
Roads are subject to constant abrasion. We drive on them, right? And so roads are actually the primary source of microplastics in the environment.
Even on pure asphalt roads, the paints used to make lines contain plastic, and particles rub off the tires on vehicles every time they drive.
Now, if we build the entire road out of plastic, or even part of the road out of plastic, that is going to be more abrasion of plastic and more microplastics going into the environment.
In recent years, researchers have found microplastics in nearly every sample of our food, drinking water, the air we breathe, and even inside our bodies. Tangri says that any solution that doesn't focus on decreasing the amount of new plastic going into production lets the people who created the problem off the hook.
The petrochemical industry would like nothing better than to say we can put it all into roads, or we can do something else with it.
Still, roads made with plastic are cheaper, mainly because they require less asphalt. And they make good use of plastic that would otherwise end up in places like Dandora, Nairobi's only official landfill.
The cars that bring these plastics are more every day, they come every day.
It reached full capacity 20 years ago, but new garbage keeps coming in.
As you can see, most of the waste here is plastic waste.
Amos Wamanya is an environmental activist and renewable energy consultant.
We even have the smokes and all that being plastic being burned, which is very problematic to the health.
In Nairobi's poorest areas, there are no sanitation services. Many people toss garbage into rivers or just burn it, as much as 750 tons every day.
Kenya does not have enough infrastructure to allow recycling.
But that didn't stop American oil lobbyists from proposing a trade deal to export millions of tons of plastic waste to Kenya.
The American Chemistry Council was advising the U.S. representatives within the trade deal negotiations to include a clause that would allow plastic materials to be imported to Africa through Kenya.
Nzambi knows that her invention can't tackle a mountain of trash that large. So far, her factory has recycled 50 metric tons of waste this year, but Nairobi produces 6 times that amount of plastic trash every single day.
We need variant solutions. So I cannot say this is the solution in terms of like, does the biggest impact and all that stuff? No. Does it have an impact? Yes. Do we need to do more? Definitely.
Still, she is continuing to expand her business.
Zambi being the founder of Jenge motivates me a lot. She wants to achieve a lot in life. She wants to achieve a lot for the company.
In 2020, the United Nations recognized Nzambi as a young champion of the earth and awarded her $10,000. And she says her company is closing a $500,000 seed funding round.
We have more demand that we can supply. And that's because there's a lot of market awareness and market uptake that is coming in. And once again, as I said, with the shipmental shift, with consumption, but we cannot produce that.
She employs 20 people full-time, nearly all of them under 30 years old.
Me, my team, and everyone else in this space, we get to earn a living, and that I'm happy with.
Most of her customers are local, including her mother, who is also an entrepreneur. She just started a business raising egg-laying hens in her backyard.
They are very peaceful birds. Yeah, I've got 1,200. Yes.
Nzambi's first experiments with plastic trash took place here. Now, her bricks cover the entire driveway.
Even outside, she has done this up to outside the compound. And we are very grateful. Now we live in a very good place.
Eventually, Nzambi wants her business to grow internationally.
Plastic waste is not just a Kenya problem, it's not a Nairobi problem, it's a worldwide problem. And so if we can figure out how to solve it in our locale, then it's easy to replicate that solution to maybe to start to the East Africa region, and then to the greater part of the world.
And her biggest fans support the future she's building, one brick at a time.
As a mother, I'm very proud about her. Na magugu. Magugu, na gonyeshe magugu.
Thank you guys. What a great way to end the show. Let me say thank you to every one of you guys. It's time for me to go to bed now. So thank you guys for the turnout. I really appreciate the turnout today. I think we had a great time. And hopefully by tomorrow, I'll be here tomorrow and then we'll break on Wednesday and Thursday. And then by Friday, I'll be back here. So thank you so much for the show. Thank you for the turnout. I really appreciate the turnout tonight. I think I see it as a success for me because the information that we share on the show here, you can see my share like this. Sorry, guys. So the information, the information we always share on the show here is very essential to everyone. You can take it, you can leave it. But let me say big thank you. I don't know today. I didn't get to see the comments showing here today. I really wanted to read some of you guys' comments here, but I didn't get to see it today. I don't know why. But again, let me apologize for that. Maybe I can look here and see some of the comments that you guys made here today. All right, so let me see where I can see some of the comments here. Yeah, a lot of people watched the show today. Hassan, I see Prince here. I see Hassan. What is USA here? Hassan Fatigad. I wonder the Hassan Fatigad brother there. Wow. Also, I see Alex is here. I see Vic is here. A lot of people may come here today. I see Raja here. But let me just take you to every one of you guys and see you guys tomorrow. God bless you guys. And we'll be in touch. All right. I don't know what tomorrow holds. If you have anything that you would like me to discuss tomorrow, please send it my way so that way we can be able to discuss it. Again, thank you guys so much. God bless you guys. Share the video, hit and share the video, all right? So our broadcast now is now on YouTube. So please try to make use of it. We are on YouTube now, all right? So thank you. God bless you guys and good.